Latin cross. What happened to the two thieves crucified with Jesus? The story of the two thieves crucified alongside Jesus is one of the most powerful illustrations of salvation, grace, and eternal destiny in the Bible. Though both suffered the same punishment, their responses to Christ determined their eternal future. By searching the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation, we uncover what became of these two men after death, and how their story still speaks to us today about the choices we make regarding Christ. The crucifixion account is recorded in all four Gospels, but the most detailed is in Luke chapter 23 verses 39 to 43. Both men were guilty criminals, condemned by Roman law. At first, Matthew chapter 27 verse 44 and Mark chapter 15 verse 32 show that both mocked Jesus. Yet in the final moments, a transformation occurred. One thief continued in unbelief, joining the crowd's insults. But the other thief's heart softened. He acknowledged his guilt, confessed the innocence of Christ, and cried out, "Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom." This humble prayer changed his eternal destiny. To his request, Jesus gave one of the most comforting promises in Scripture. "Today shalt thou be with me in paradise," Luke chapter 23 verse 43. With those words, the repentant thief's soul was assured of salvation. Though he had no time for good works, baptism, or religious rituals, his faith in Jesus at that final hour secured his entrance into paradise, the place of the righteous dead, also called Abraham's bosom, Luke chapter 16 verse 22. Thus, we see God's grace extended even at the point of death. But what about the unrepentant thief? The Bible does not directly describe his fate after death, but Scripture elsewhere provides the answer. John chapter 3 verse 18 declares, "He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already." Having rejected Christ, he died in his sins and went to Hades, the place of torment awaiting the final judgment, Luke chapter 16 verse 23. Revelation chapter 20 verse 15 later confirms that those not found written in the book of life will be cast into the lake of fire. His decision sealed his eternal separation from God. When we trace this through the entire Bible, a consistent picture emerges. In the Old Testament, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7 affirms that the spirit returns to God after death, while Daniel chapter 12 verse 2 foretells that some will awaken to everlasting life, and others to everlasting shame. In the New Testament, Paul declares in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 8 that believers, when absent from the body, are present with the Lord. Revelation chapter 21 paints the final picture. The righteous dwell with God forever, but the unrighteous face the second death. The two thieves, therefore, represent the eternal choice set before all humanity. Both were equally close to Jesus physically, both heard his words, and both had the opportunity to respond.